Hi, good morning, or good day. I should say good day, eh? I have a story for you today. I think you're going to love it. It's an amazing story. So welcome to my world, right? I was called to work with a client who had just lost their boxer dog named Bella. It was so sad. She had been bitten by a rattlesnake and she had barely made it home. They lived on a ranch, hay farm, and other stuff out there. And the dog had barely made it back and then just collapsed and was not savable. So it was such a heartache. This is a wonderful dog. And the client called me, my client called me because they were, number one, grieving, as you might imagine. It was completely unexpected, and shit happens. Anything can happen at any time with animals and with life, right? So, but they needed some help with the grief and the process. They had questions. They wanted to know what happened, where she found the rattlesnake, what happened. And so, in my world, I know without any doubt that spirits do go on. We are spiritual beings disguised in physical bodies, and we're having for us humans, a human experience. For animals, they're having a dog experience or a cat experience or whatever it is, right? But when we die, when our bodies aren't viable anymore, then our spirit goes back to spirit. So, and I know this because animals have taught me this. I've talked to many animals in my over 25 years of working with them. Many of them have crossed over or been about to cross over, or they have reincarnated or something. So regardless of your beliefs, stay with me because this is a true story. I think you'll be amazed. It's pretty extraordinary. All right, so here I am talking to Bella, and they ask me, so where did she come across rattlesnakes? And so I asked her, I said, Bella, what happened? Tell us what happened. And so she showed me on a map, a grid of the property in mind to mind, heart to heart. And she pinpointed where it was. She said it was a nest of rattlesnakes. There were new baby rattlesnakes and actually were two older ones who were in that area. And she said she just stumbled on them when she was out and about, and they got her before she even knew it happened. And she freaked, of course, and she started heading home. And so it's very sad. And so I told my clients, okay, here's the area that she's showing me. Here's what it looks like. There's the rock, and there's this, and and they said, okay, we're going to go out there, and we're going to clear out any snakes that we can find, everything we can find. Is we don't want any of the other dogs getting into it. We don't want us to get into it. We don't want to hurt the snakes, but we can't cohabit. No. And this is such a hard and painful experience. So I told the snakes, it's like I connected with these snakes there, and I said, guys, this is not a good place for you. This is really not a good place for you. You have less than 24 hours to vacate and relocate. And they got it, and they asked some questions, and we wish them well, but we know you have a job here, and you're a creature, one of God's creatures, and we need you to relocate. And so they said, okay. So the next day, my client and her husband went out to that area of the field, exactly where Bella had showed us. They found it exactly as she had described it. There weren't any more snakes there. They were all gone. And so they rearranged the area. He took the rocks and whatnot out and filled in the hole and whatnot. And they never had any other trouble with rattlesnakes. None of the other dogs had any trouble. So, wow, right? So, oh my God, there's so much to animal communication. Reconnecting on the other side, it's so important for our process, for the grieving process, for us to heal and find peace and completion. Yeah. So I know all of us animal lovers have either gone through the loss of an animal, or we dread it. We know that someday that will come. In fact, I just heard from a friend, a colleague, whose wonderful 12-year-old golden dog died yesterday, unexpectedly, out of the blue. She just it turned out she had a tumor on her heart, and she passed very quickly. So, you know, the thing is that if you're going through this, you're trying to cope with a loss, you know, you feel like the sun has gone out of your life, there's a elephant weight on your chest, you can't even breathe. It's so tiring, so hard. I've got something funky on my computer here. Okay, let me get back. Here we go. Sorry. But if you're going through that, you know, you're struggling with it, then please know that help is here. Help is available. I can talk with your animal, talk with your pet. Go to valhart.com. In fact, I'll type it in the chat. Hold on. Look under Start or Work with Me, and choose the Animal Communication Intuitive Guidance session. Get it. Let's go. Let me help you. It's hard enough to go through it by yourself, but to not know what happened, to feel worried, and not know that your animal's okay and what happened, and have that closure and peace. It's really an extraordinary experience. Reconnecting with them on the other side is an extraordinary experience. So that's your first option. You can work with me. I can help you right now, directly, right? Or I created a really powerful and amazing course called Pause Before Dying, easing the pain of transition and knowing how to prepare for it, knowing how to be with your animal in the last chapter of their life, knowing whether they want you to be euthanized or if they would rather pass on their own. Setting a cue, how to set a cue for when they know they're ready, and today's the day, right? Amazing things you can do once you're clear, once you know what to do, how to do it, how to be fully present, and then how to help them during the transition, how to be with that, and how to reconnect with them on the other side. I created a course for that. That's an amazing course. It is extraordinary. You will love it. I can't even decide which of the 4 classes is my favorite. They're all power-packed and just change your life.